Hello, everyone, and welcome to this webinar. My name's Ian Quayle from IQ Legal Training. The webinar involves the use of artificial intelligence in the conveyancing sector. What we're going to do in the next hour is to have a look at compliance issues relating to AI. We're also going to look at the potential for compliance and other issues in connection with the future use of AI. And again, as I mentioned on slide here, there is a really useful book on the law relating to artificial intelligence, published by Sweet and Maxwell, written by Matt Hervey and Dr. Matthew Levy, KC, on the topic. So if you want more information relating to any of the issues that I'm talking about, I would thoroughly recommend that text. And if you missed webinars that I've done in the past with regard to this topic, then there is a book written by Professor Richard Susskind, which I mentioned at the bottom of the page there. So, as a starting point, I thought what might be interesting is for me to ask GTP, ChatGPT, what can AI do for conveyancers? So let's see what it says, and let's just see what we can take from it as our starting point today. So I asked, what can AI do for conveyancers? And AI throws back at me immediately, real-time legal assistant for junior conveyancers. Well, I think it's doing itself a bit of disservice with regard to its assistant tenure with regard to junior conveyancers. Clearly, it has some benefits for all conveyancers in my perspective. But it says that it can explain concepts, it can generate checklists, it can produce scenario-based guidance, and support internal training and CPD. Well, I agree with all of those things. I'm not so confident that it can do it in isolation. I do think it needs currently human input with regard to all of those things. And there's no way in a million years I'd be advocating to anyone listening today or watching this recording that we can just simply give AI the opportunity of producing an onboarding client checklist and saying, well, what it generates is perfect and doesn't require any form of human intervention. In exactly the same way as when we talk about giving advice relating to restrictive covenants, I think that AI can help us with regard to providing a checklist or guidance, but again, it does need scrutiny and does need careful consideration by a third-party lawyer. And the reason for that is AI is not as yet sophisticated enough to get everything right all of the time. It is prone to hallucination, and that can create immense problems. And I needn't recall, but I'm sure you're aware of, the number of incidents that are referred to in the text, in legal press, etc., where persons have relied on AI, particularly counsel, with regard to providing skeleton arguments, etc., only to be found out at a later date and generating professional issues and professional problems as a consequence of the use of AI in isolation.